back on the situation in Ukraine to the other big story we're tracking now of the newly formed Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam board, the TTD board, that has taken several decisions at its first meeting, one of which has been debated, and they will now write to the Andhra government seeking transfer of non-Hindu workers. This is post the laddu controversy, Shawan.
Well, in fact, this has led to a major political face-off too. You've had the AIMIM hitting out saying that if at all non-Hindus are to be booted out, then how exactly does this really happen in the Waqf board? This has led to a major political face-off in Andhra Pradesh, with the TDP essentially defending the decision that was taken by the TTD.
At its first meeting, the newly formed Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam's board adopted a key resolution. The board resolved to write to the Andhra government seeking the transfer of non-Hindu workers at the Tirupati temple.
So the resolution is like this. First we will offer the VRS if they are not interested, and we will send it to some other government departments like municipality, revenue, or any corporation. So we will request them first. We will take their opinion and we will go according to that.
The decision follows the controversy around the alleged adulteration of the ghee, which goes into making of the Tirupati laddus with animal fat. The board also resolved to seek a ban on political statements on the temple after the adulteration row set off a political free-for-all between the TDP and YSRCP. High time that the Hindu temples be run by the Hindus alone.
First up, we have Banu Prakash Reddy, who's a TTD board member, taking a couple of questions with him before we move to the debate. Banu Prakash ji, people like Owaisi are saying that if only Hindus should be on the TTD board, which is the overarching, the majority view is that Hindus should be on Hindu boards, right? Hindu temple boards. But people like Owaisi say, then why don't you use the same logic and have only Muslims on a Waqf board? How do you respond to that?
Good evening, Namaste, Govinda Narayana. TTD is a Hindu religious center. That is the Hindu spiritual capital for Hindus. More than 100 crores of people were expecting our resolution. Yesterday we have taken one good resolution that on paper there are Hindus, but practicing non-religious.
You're saying they're Hindus on paper. They're Hindus on paper, but not practicing Hinduism.
Yes, but not practicing Hinduism.
How many of them were there? How many of them were there?
I think most probably we're having 6,700 permanent employees and 16,000 contract and
how many of them approximately? Employees. Do you have a number?
Approximately, I think more than 500. More than 500.
And they were.
Yes.
They had converted or they lied and they were on board.
Actually, before. Between 2015 to 2017, we identified 44 non-Hindus in the TTD.
And they were working inside the temple?
Yeah, inside. No, in various departments. We asked them to quit from TTD to go to other government institutions.
500 non-Hindus were in the TTD board. 500 non-Hindus.
Not in the TTD board, in the TTD institution.
TTD, sorry, I'll correct that, yeah. 500 non-Hindus in TTD institution, Shawan.
Approximately.
Understood.
But the question is that if that is the case that you had identified earlier, why was no action taken earlier? The decision that you're bringing in, the resolution that you're bringing in right now, many would also raise the question that somewhere down the line there is political interference right now, with the TDP making it political.
No, it's very bad thing that from 2019 to 2024, in Andhra Pradesh, non-Hindu government was formed. Headed by Mr. Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy. He don't follow the Hindu rituals and he won't believe in Hindu rituals. That's our bad luck. Past 5 years, this conversions has taken a large number in our state, that too in TTD. That's why yesterday we have taken that decision, practicing Hindu religion to be in TTD. Others, please quit from TTD. I am appealing from TTD as a board member. We don't need your services in our institution. You can go to government, any sector.
Okay.
You asked earlier, what about Works Board? Works Board is a real estate company. That is not religious institute. But TTD is a religious institute.
No,
Please
no, 1
note.
minute. How are you? 1 second. A very controversial comment there. You're saying Waqf Board is a real estate company. That's Banu Prakash Reddy, TTD board member and BJP leader. Banu Prakash,
Yes.
I'm just opening this up and getting some reactions. O.V. Ramana, ex-TTD board member, joining us live from Tirupati. Jyotsna Tirunagari, spokesperson TDP, joining us on the debate. America Narayanan, political analyst from Chennai. Dr. Shujat Ali Sufi, spokesperson of the Congress from Telangana. How do you respond to this, America? A TTD board member has just called Waqf a real estate company. Is he right or is he wrong?
First, I welcome TTD implementing what they should have implemented as per law in the past. And I also want to make sure that your viewers understand, in Tamil Nadu, the HRNCE law specifically states only Hindus can be employed, number one. Number two, as I understand, I'm a practicing Hindu, and I'm happy to see this. However, what he said about Waqf Board, as I know it, is wrong. I was going to raise this question. The Waqf Board is, from what I understand, is the property given to Waqf Board, and it means property given to Allah, that God. Now, what is good for the goose should be good for the gander. While I welcome the clearly strict rules as per HRNCE in Tamil Nadu and what Tirupati Devasthanam should have done, I think they should
Sir,
also,
America G,
the same rules should apply to Waqf
America
Board,
G, you've
where
taken a
only
very wrong
Muslims
example.
and people who have faith in Allah should govern that.
America G, you're
It's
making...
not just a property. Property is given just like that Lord, our Lord is a
Can I
owner
intervene,
of
make
the
a small
temple.
intervention? Small
the
intervention.
deity is the owner of the temple, so is Allah.
Small intervention,
Or
small
the-
intervention, small intervention. You took a very wrong example of Tamil Nadu to almost, tell us
I
that
know it's
Tamil...
coming, that's
Sir,
why I
1
brought
minute.
it up.
No, I understand you're from Tamil Nadu and I respect that. But I'm saying that it's not about Tamil Nadu, it's about the DMK. Because the DMK is in power there, right? And my question is to Jyotsna. Jyotsna, what kind of an example is that? The DMK, you have the leader, now the Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, abusing Hindus, abusing Hinduism. And you're giving me an example and saying Tamil Nadu is fantastic and is a role model for governance of Hindu institutions. I'm sorry, sir.
I did not say that.
No, you did not say that. You did not say that.
You are quoting me out of
No,
context,
I did
as
not quote
usual.
you. I did not quote you. You said
Please listen.
Tamil Nadu has done a great
I
job
only said
and
the
has...
law states in Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
The HRNCE law clearly states in Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
Non-Hindus cannot be employed.
Fine.
As a matter of fact, it is a duty of all the Hindus
Yes.
to identify non-Hindus employed in HRNCE.
Yes.
As much as I am saying,
Okay.
in the Waqf Board also, they have the right to
Okay.
employ only Hindus.
Yeah,
And
on
any
the
law
Waqf
that
Board, I want to-
prohibits the non-Muslims to be employed in the Waqf
Okay.
Board is wrong, and it is not ethical, moral,
Oh.
and it need not be talked about.
Yeah,
Can I-
okay.
We have
great.
no
Can I
right to talk
intervene,
about that.
Yes, yes, yes.
And we want only the Hindus to govern the...
I will send you, after this
the
debate,
right
after this debate, America G, I'm going to send you a dossier on the what is called classically as a Waqf land scam. Waqf
No,
land
let
scam.
me-
After the debate, but
let-
Jyotsna
let-
wants to come in. Yes, Jyotsna.
Let me please intervene here.
Yes,
Let me
Jyotsna.
please intervene.
Yes.
Couple of things we have to understand from yesterday's TTD resolutions are, but they have concentrated on 4 things. One is preserving the sanctity of the temple, sanctity of Lord Venkateshwara's temple. And second, all the reforms that they have gotten yesterday were devotee-centric reforms. We have to understand that. Third, maintaining the cultural integrity of the temple. And fourth, maintaining the transparency of the temple and the Devasthana. Here, when certain people are getting a comparison between Waqf Board and Tirumala Tirupati Devasthana Board, let me put in some very, very valid and crucial points here. One thing is, the Waqf board is primarily an administrative body managing the properties and assets endowed for charitable purposes under the Islamic law. It's an administrative body, whereas the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthana board is both an administrative and religious body which oversees the religious activities, rituals and the sanctity of the temple. And also here focusing on the managing the Waqf board properties for charitable, educational and welfare purposes not directly related to rituals, religious rituals is the work of the Waqf board. I'm quoting it very clearly here. But TTD directly manages the rituals, traditions and maintains the religious sanctity of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthana board, temple. And in fact, Islamic law permits non-Muslims to work in Waqf administration as the role primarily involves mere asset management and no religious practices there. But TTD's role actually involves, more or less it involves participating and also supporting Hindu religious rituals. I'll tell you, I'll give you a small, example here. And also the law, I should quote the law also. Article 25 of the Indian Constitution guarantees the right to freedom of religion. We all know it, which actually allows religious institutions to manage their affairs according to their beliefs and practices. Quoted. And also the Andhra Pradesh.
Let me just bring in the other argument that has been made for Jyotsna, I got your point, but you know the other argument that has been made so far. Jyotsna, just hold on.
1 second, Shravan. 1 second. I'm telling you this because the TTD operates under the Andhra Pradesh Charitable and Hindu Religious Institutions and Endowments Act 1987.
But there's a larger argument.
The appointment of individuals based on religious alignment.
No, 1 minute, I think you're getting too technical, Shravan. Shravan, 1 minute.
You know, if I can... Yeah.
You're getting too technical. Jyotsna, 1 minute. Jyotsna, 1 second. Jyotsna, 1 second.
Yes, please. Yes.
You're getting very technical. Okay, you're getting very technical, caught up in this Waqf versus, this is exactly what they wanted, caught up in this Waqf versus TTD kind of situation. Why can't, 1 minute. No, I'm asking you, I mean,
even in the
overarching view is, why can't Hindus govern Hindu temples? End of the story. That's it. That is it. Hindus will govern Hindu temples. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the whole argument.
Dr. Shujat,
let me put a one single point.
Jyotsna, I'll come to you. Just allow the others to also come in.
1 point. I don't know why there's alabu over one resolution by a board, an independent statutory autonomous board.
No, why do you want to? America, why do you want to get into TTD board?
Let's get the Congress also in. Let's get the Congress. Dr. Shujat, even the argument that, even the argument that is being made with regards to Waqf board, if we are to take that on face value, the Waqf board also does not allow. The Waqf board does not allow as far as non-Muslims are concerned. So where does the argument really come in? So even that argument is completely null and void.
Shujat.
Can I come in?
Yeah, Shujat.
We are not having any objection if... Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
We are not having any... We are not having any objection on the removal of non-Hindu employees from the board. They have got every right to do so because sentiments are very important for any religion. As far as the Waqf board is concerned, Waqf board concept has been introduced by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was the first gentleman who gave his land for the welfare of the Muslims in the way back 1500 years. So, Waqf board has no comparison with any other organization. We are very simple. We are telling if you don't want any non-Hindu employee in your Devasthanam, so please don't put non-Muslims in our Waqf board day-to-day affairs.
That's correct.
It's very simple.
Let me ask you one thing. See, the thing is, why do you feel, and I want to bring in, we have a former TTD board member also live with us, right? Mr. Ramana, I'm just asking for argument's sake, if, let's say there were only Hindus, there were no non-Hindus, right, in the TTD board, would the laddu controversy have still happened? Why do you feel it's only the non-Hindus who are responsible? Are you giving it a communal angle by blaming non-Hindus, Mr. Ramana? Can you hear me, sir?
Sorry?
No, why are you saying that if non-Hindus were not there, if only Hindus were in the TTD board, the laddu controversy would not have happened?
The important thing is not the discussion, how it started, as I'm observing it from the beginning.
There's a delay, I think. Okay, go ahead. There's a delay.
Yes. See, I will tell you very clearly, very categorically I am mentioning here, only Hindus should work in Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam. Act has been enacted in the year 2006 and every employee of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam should sworn in front of the main deity, that is Lord Venkateswara, saying that every employee, out of 16,000 employees, every employee he will make a swear. He will make a oath in front of the main deity saying that he has the belief, faith and everything, and he will follow the religious processes of Hinduism. Then only he will be given appointment order. When you violating this and adopting some other communal procedure like Christianity, whatever it is, no, this is a totally violation of the system, basic principles of the system. And the Hindu should not be worked in this one, even after is amended. See, these people who have been appointed years back, the great leaders of the Congress people, when they appointed these people, now they are at the edge of retirement now. I think there are some 200, 300 people are there. Now they in between they adopted the different systems of the Christianity and they are following the prayers of the Christianity procedure. So we can't continue these people because it's this Hindu Devasthanam and there is an act. Even for recruiting the people also, Service Commission also will not interfere.
No, I want to ask a question, Mr. Ramana.
Public Service Commission is a secular body.
I'll tell you, sir, I'll tell you, there's a problem, sir. There's a problem.
Can I come in?
I'll tell you, yes, America, the question is to you. America, the question is to you. Yeah, 1 minute. Sir, I'll tell you. I'm asking you a question, America. America, see, there, I'll give you. There's a recent case study. The case study is about 1.5 months back. There was a story of the Waqf claiming 15,000 acres in Karnataka. Okay? One fine day, the government decided in Karnataka, we are going to, before the Waqf bill is brought in Parliament, we will make sure that we will tell administration, ye Waqf. We'll ask for the documents to be shown. Documents not shown, take the lands away from the farmers, attach it to the Waqf. You know what happened? We reported it. They got called out. They had to withdraw the order. When it comes to certain communities, parties like the Congress are very soft, right? You will want to protect the Waqf, but when it comes to Tirupati, Tirumala, Devasthanams or the TTD board, when it comes to Hindu organizations or Hindu groups, you're not protectionist about them. Instead, you will bat for secularism even in cases like TTD, right? I'm not saying you, but many from the Congress party have questioned the Naidu government move in this particular case, right? Raises very, very serious questions.
First thing, I think they should not have. I think Naidu government is soft on those people who lied under oath right in front of the God. If they have lied under oath and violated it, they should be dismissed. They should not get pension. That's what they should do. I think he doesn't have the guts to do that, number one. I think any person who lies under oath and gets a job does not deserve anything more than dismissal, and that too dishonorable dismissal, number one. So he does not have the guts. Number two, you are just trying to bring in something. I think
America, you raised the question as far as the TDP is concerned. Now, a two quick point as far as the TTD is concerned.
Whatever they do wrong, unlawful or unethical, we should not support it. That's what Congress does.
Okay. Two quick questions, Jyotsna. One, you've jumped.
Come back to this point.
You've jumped the ship.
Come back to this point.
Yes, Jyotsna, okay, come back to the point, sir, but Jyotsna wants to complete a point.
Jyotsna, just a quick point. On the laddu controversy too, your government was criticized even by the court that even before the final reports came in, you went public with it. So somewhere down the line, the question would always be asked that, are you really playing politics over this entire matter? And now, with this resolution being brought in, there is an indication that somewhere down the line, the TDP is putting pressure on the board.
Absolutely not, Shivan. Even, I think I'll have to correct you there, Shivan, if you allow me to do so. The court did not say that. The court actually said, it was not even to Chandrababu Naidu Garu or the government. It said, like Y.V. Subba Reddy, who was the ex-chairperson of the board, he did not mention his designation when he has put a bill in the Supreme Court also. That was what the court said. And the court very categorically said that the report is awaited. And why did you have to speak before the report was, made public? For that, the government gave an explanation. Honorable CM also gave an explanation saying that it happened in July. But after that, when we sorted out things and we had a vigilance inquiry on it and the things were out and a report was out, that's when we had to inform the people that now everything is fine. There was some mischief that has happened earlier. And Shivan, again, there is no politics involved in this particular thing. I'll tell you why. Because now you have a right person, right team, I should say, in the right place at the right time in Tirumala Tirupati Devasthana now. Yeah. And now whoever is quoting, saying that what is all this, they are not talking about the other resolutions the board has taken into consideration. The board has spoken about the, the dumping yard. The board has also spoken about the repairs and renewals of the photo area. The board has also spoken. I'll tell you, I'll read out all the things, Shaban, but nobody is bothered about that. The only thing they want to talk about is the aspect of non-Hindus. But the point is, the board very categorically said that we offer, an option to them, saying that they can either go for VRS.
No, one thing is the truth. Jyotsna ji, one thing is true, given what's happening in the recent past. There are some parties and some governments that want to enrich the Waqf and loot temples. And you know how they misguide you? They misguide you by saying, by making the Waqf comparison. I'm ending by making one point. I'm ending by making one point. Trustees, I'm ending by making one point. Trustees at Hindu temples are appointed by government. Trustees at Hindu temples are appointed by government, while other religious sites like Gurudwara, Waqf board, churches have a proper system in place to elect their own trustees. Why just Hindus? It's always just about Hindus. There's a problem with that. Thank you for joining us.